All right, MTA fans, it's been a while here, but we have a home game in the Holy Angels Dome. Today, January 15th at 1:30 kick, our MTA 0304 U18 U19 ECNL girls team will be taking on Eclipse North. MTA comes into this is a conference game, so MTA comes into the conference, I believe, 3-1. I think that's our record. And Eclipse North comes in 3-9. So this must be one of their last games, conference games. We still have about half of our slate left to go here for conference games. A little bit different environment than we had last weekend. As I said, we're inside the dome after our successful trip to Tampa last weekend. But we'll be here, and shortly we'll have the starting lineups brought to you as always by Bargeste Production Network. BPN is your one-stop shop for all streaming needs here at MTA. If you have any questions or comments, or if you are looking for help, contact Nadir Bargeste at nadirisawesome@gmail.com. A little bit shorter bench today. Dealing with some unavoidable injuries and COVID protocols. So starting lineup, bench will be a little bit short today. Starting lineups in the Vikings purple: goalie Bayless Flynn. Starting backs: Sid Dries, Anna Kepke. Good to see Anna back. Lindsay Birch and Kendall Quall. Starting midfield today is Sophia Bargeste, Maddie Poor, and Amanda Kothe. Did I say Amanda Poor? I meant Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor, Sophia Bargeste, and Amanda Kothe. And our starting forwards are Jordy Pascarella, Kendall Stadden, and Alma Beaton. As I mentioned, dealing with a couple of injuries and sickness today. Bella Meyer out today, and Maddie Tholine also out today. So just waiting for the referee's signal and whistle, and we'll be underway. Eclipse North will have the ball to start the first half. MTA will take it in the second half. Center's ready. ARs are ready. Goalies are ready. There's the whistle. We're playing soccer. Eclipse kicks off. Quickly plays it back. Comes through the middle. So if they're pressuring, Amanda takes possession. Soph wide out to Sid. Sid takes one touch forward. Switches it back all the way across to Lindsay. Lindsay takes space. Wide out to Quall. Quall plays away. She's facing back to Anna in the middle. Anna taking space. Plays it up to Amanda. Amanda back to Anna. Anna to Lindsay. Lindsay wide out to Quall. Kendall trying to find Stadden and Alma on a run. Kendall plays Soph. Soph wide out to Sid. Sid plays forward. Sid cuts it back to the middle. Plays it to the middle. Trying to find Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor able to still come up with it. Takes possession. Back to Sid. Sid wide to Jordy. Jordy, stutter step. To the middle to Amanda. Amanda to Stadden. Stadden to Soph. Go dummy run to Jordy. Jordy wide, trying to get end line. Cross on the ground. Eclipse clears it out wide again. Jordy takes it, touches it to the ground. Pops out to Sid. Sid to Soph. Soph able to turn. Got 3 on her right there. Soph comes back hard. 18 for Eclipse. Goes 1-2. Pressure from Poor and Alma. Kendall into the box. Somehow another Velcros to the Eclipse player's body. She clicks it up the middle. Back into MTA possession. Lindsay to Maddie Poor. Maddie back to Linz. Lindsay to Anna. Anna moving forward. Trying to find ball to the middle. Stadden dispossessed. Soph back on D, takes possession. Jordy side foots it to Soph. Soph gets in front of it. Just trickles into the box. Goalie's able to pick it up. Rolls it out. Eclipse trying to play it over the top. Anna tracks it down back to Bay. Bay touches, pulls it back, decides to go the other way. Back to Amanda. Amanda to Soph. Soph does a good job shielding. Almost ends up in a full split. I know she danced. I didn't know she did gymnastics. Sid back to Bay. Bay to Lindsay. Lindsay moving forward. Wide to Qual. Qual back to Linz. Lindsay trying to play over the top to Stadden. Poor there with pressure. Foul called. Free kick for Eclipse. MTA drops back into defensive side of the ball. Eclipse player, deep ball. Takes a big hop. That ball's got plenty of air in it, sounds like. Bay just grabs it out of the air. She's looking to punt this away. Expect a big kick here from Bay. Good ball. Flicked on by Qual, by Alma. See if Kenny can run to it. Eclipse player says, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to kick it out of bounds. It's going to be quickly an MTA throw. Qual fast to it to pick it up. Ball's in play. Gets to Stadden's chest. Qual with pressure. Rolled an Eclipse throw. Cameraman is banging into my production tent here, so I got to move a little bit, give him a little more space. Alma plays it down the line to Stadden. Stadden going to the office. Ball goes out of bounds into the auxiliary net there. Throw for MTA deep in their offensive third. Qual digs it out. Moves quickly, trying to get to Kendall. Alma tries to kick it. Is able to hit the white part of the dome with a big bomb, but that's out of bounds, so it's going to be a goal kick for Eclipse. Goalie pushing everybody up. She's going to kick this away. Ball's in the air. Maddie Poor, good job getting ahead on it. First touch. Pressure. Eclipse trying to play through the middle. Drops it off. Soph there with some pressure. Trying to catch over the top with speed. Kendall there, shielding. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Bay. Bay puts it down, goes quick, plays it just out to Anna. Anna back to Bay. Anna. Skip wide, trying to get a switch to Qual. Ball was hopping, she settles it down on the ground to Lindsay. Lindsay pulls it back to Anna. Anna taking the space. On the ground, trying to find Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor with pace. Plays it through to Jordy. Good ball forward. Jordy coming in. Shot just a little wide. Ball's behind the net. It's going to be a goal kick for Eclipse. 6.5 in here to the first half. Those just joining us, still 0-0. Ball's driven low and hard. Maddie first to it. Maddie Poor plays through. Lindsay's all the way back, drops back in the defensive spot. Settles it. Wide to Anna. Anna driving up the middle. Out to Qual. Qual to Kendall. Kendall back to Kendall. To Amanda. Lindsay to Anna. To the middle to Amanda. One touch out to Sid. Let Sid run onto it. Sid playing over the top. See if Soph can run to it. Eclipse defender just pops it over the top. Jordy defending. Sid trying to find Kendall's feet. Kendall cuts it back. Foul called on Stadden. This will be a free kick for Eclipse. Goalie steps behind the free kick. Plays it short. Pressure from Stadden. One touch by the Eclipse player. Wide. Plays it up the line. Lindsay's there. MTA able to put possession. Amanda turns. Lays it off to Anna. Anna. Straight to Alma's feet. What a good ball from Anna. Ball's in play. Ball's up. Wide to 14. Trying to play it into the corner. Anna runs to it. Back to Bay. To Anna. To Bay. Bay's got time now here. Sends it back this way to the right. Anna wide to Qual. Chips it back to Lindsay. Trying to work out of the back. Lindsay. Ball over the top. Jordy directional header to Soph. Soph all the way over to Qual as she runs onto it. Kendall up to Alma. Alma going 1v1, trying to get end line. Pulls it back. Back to lays it off to Qual. Qual cut middle. Cross in. Soph. Soph went for a header. A little bit of a ghost header as it skips all the way through to Jordy. Jordy takes a shot, just goes wide. Goal kick for Eclipse. Going quick. Ball's in play up here. Amanda disrupts. Good job from Poor. And Amanda, good tackle from Amanda right there. Soph comes back, takes possession, lays it off to Lindsay, lets him reset. Maddie to Lindsay. Lindsay to Anna. Back to Linz. Linz can run onto it. Back to Qual. Back to Linz. Lindsay trying to drop one in. Alma's there. Good pressure from Kothi. Maddie Poor there. Soph. The Malachi brothers are back in play today, combining for the Malachi squeeze. The Malachi crunch, I mean. Eclipse has got it deep in there, offensive end. Amanda keeps the player in front of her. Ball goes out of bounds, MTA throw. Qual moving quickly. Alma checks to it, goes over Alma's head. Eclipse sends it into the box. Anna disrupts. Maddie Poor flips it over to Stadden. Stadden fighting. Soph just strips that girl. Lays it to Sid. Sid back to Maddie Poor. Maddie back to Anna. Through the middle of Maddie. Maddie chips it back to Sid. Sid's got time. Gets it to her feet. Sid lays it back to Anna. Anna back to Bay. Reset. To Anna. 12 minutes in, still 0-0. MTA's looked organized, good shape today. Haven't had any real real good chances. A couple shots have just gone wide, but they've been in traffic. Lindsay. Ball goes out of bounds off the Eclipse player. Throw for MTA. Ball's thrown over the top. Stadden chips it through, able to run to it. Stop start from Eclipse player. Plays it off. MTA tracking back. Good job from Poor. Anna takes it, settles it, gets it to Lindsay's feet. Lindsay out to Qual. Sid reads that ball through. Good job by Sid there to read that play. Gets it up to Jordy. Jordy to Soph. Soph pulls it through. Soph's working here right in front of us. Lays it back to Sid. Sid takes outside foot touch. Tries to turn. 22 lays it to 6. Anna's right there. Weak cross that Amanda's able to run through and take possession up to Anna, back to Bay. Bay to Lindsay. Back to Bay. Bay punts it away. Poke through. Maddie Poor defends. It's a foul. Free kick for MTA. My camera guy's stretching out, doing some cameraman Pilates. Lindsay letting MTA push up before she lets it go. Strong leg. There we go. Flicked on from Maddie Poor. Amanda takes it from Anna. Anna over to Lindsay. Lindsay to Qual. Qual to Stadden. Kendall trying to find Alma. Gets disrupted by the Eclipse player. Back to Alma's feet. Alma lays it off to Kendall Qual. Kendall takes it. Good job by the Eclipse player to fight through that. Foul's going to be called there. It's going to be a free kick for Eclipse. Moving quickly. Ball's in play. 1-2. Lindsay takes a left foot. Trying to find the girl at the end line. Ball rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for MTA. Almost 16 minutes into the first half. Still 0-0. As I mentioned, MTA's had a couple of chances and pressure. Nothing directly on. So see if we can get something moving here and test this goalie. Bayless and Anna playing a two-person game quickly. Anna with a good pass to Amanda, lets her run onto it. Balls to Lindsay, back to Anna. Anna goes to the middle to Amanda. Amanda out wide to Sid. Sid. Ball goes out of bounds. Sid, ball in. Pressure from Jordy. Header from Soph. Header from Eclipse. Eclipse header. Jordy, lot. That's 4 in a row. Trying to go for a record. 5 headers until we get a foot on the ball. Skate turn from. Good turn by Stadden. Stadden was trying to size that up. Defender was able to get in front of it and disrupt. Ball goes out to Sid. Sid out to Amanda. Goes wide to Qual. Ball gets to Stadden. Stadden trying to find Alma in the corner. Eclipse player just sends it up the field. Gets to Lindsay's feet. Lindsay fights through the pressure. Foul called. It's going to be an MTA free kick right in front of the MTA bench. Lindsay goes quickly. Ball's up. MTA tracking backwards. In Maddie's feet, Jordy. Jordy trying to toe poke it through. Lindsay skies the ball up the middle. Step from Sid. And Maddie Poor. Back to Anna. Anna to the middle to Amanda. Amanda. Ball to Stadden. Alma tries to keep it in bounds, just too much pace and it rolls out of bounds. Flag was up, called offsides, so it'll be a free kick for Eclipse. You can hear the snow falling off the dome behind us. A little spooky, but it means it's warming up a little bit outside, which is nice. Eclipse free kick away. Ball in the middle. Gets through to Anna's feet. Settled by Eclipse player. 18 out to 88. Lays it, try to lay it out to 35. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be an MTA throw. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw right in front of the Eclipse bench. Qual grabs it. MTA is able to grab possession here. Anna's got it, driving through the middle. Finds Jordy's feet. Jordy, good 1v1 move. Contact, a lot of contact right there. Amanda plays it with a foot. Qual with a header. Soph traps it. Lays it back to Poor. Poor on the ground to Anna. Out to Sid, right here in front of us. To Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor turns her hips and just flicks it back to Anna. Anna takes it through the middle. Finds Stadden. Kendall trying to chip it to Jordy. Good job from Sid. She's got track back now.
Good job, Maddie.
Maddie Poor there. Able to take possession. Ball's wide out to Lindsay. Wide to Qual. Lindsay trying to play it to the forwards to Lindsay, to Alma. Great trap by Alma. She's got the ball and able to turn up the field. Turns. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Eclipse throw. First sub of the game. Eclipse player. Ball's in. Sid reads that again. Good job. Directionally gets it to Jordy. Jordy trying to use her head to get it over the defender. Jordy fighting. Energizer Bunny. Slides through it. Literally never. She has brand new batteries every game. Qual. Anna. Lets everyone set up. Gets it out wide to Qual. Qual cuts it back to Lindsay. Pressure from Alma. Soph there. 3 MTA players there. A lot of refs on the field. But the one with the yellow yells it for an MTA ball. Kendall back to Soph. Soph trying to play it up forward through to Alma. Goalie runs out and picks it up. She's moving everybody up. She's going to try and punt this away. Ball's up. Flicked on by Eclipse. One Eclipse player coming. Lindsay back to Bay. Bay playing it through to Qual. Lindsay to Alma. Good trap by Alma there to get it to her feet. Plays it to Stadden. Yeah. Feet got tangled. Kendall kind of rolled on her back. Looks like maybe it's a head. She's up. Kendall walking off. Hallie Whitty comes in. Slide to the left forward position and slide Alma to the middle. Bunch of natural forwards playing forward today. Hallie, Alma, and Jordy. It's a free kick off the foul. Sid's behind it. She had a couple free kick goals down in Tampa. See if she can replicate this or... Ball's up. Just wide. Goes out of bounds. Ball's in play. Ball's back to Lindsay. Lindsay to Anna. Anna taking the space through. Alma does a good job of shielding. Pressure from Beaton. Trying to play through. Lindsay disrupts. Qual. Woody with pressure. Qual's there to break that girl down. Soph comes back to help disrupt. Ball's in on Bay. Easy one hop for Bayless. Bay waiting for MTA to get up the field. Good ball. First two. Another head. Soph gets it on her feet. Then plays it off the Eclipse player's face. 18. Ball's wide here. Shield by Jord. Ball goes out of bounds. Subs in. Subs back in for MTA. Looks like Kendall's okay to go back in. So Ramira, Caitlin, Kendall joining the mix. So moving Qual up to forward with Whitty and Stadden. Midfield now is Beaton, Soph, and Maddie Poor. And defenders are Sid, Caitlin. Foul here. It's going to be Eclipse ball. The defense, sorry, the backs are Sid, Caitlin, Lindsay, and Ramira. Not to forget our goalie. Bayless is in net. 28 minutes since the start of the half. They may have done some stop times for the injury. 18's got both hands up. Ball served. It's a good ball. Far into the box. Offsides was the call. Flag was up. It's going to be a free kick for MTA. Bay gets the ball. Stops it from rolling. Goes wide to Caitlin. Caitlin taking the space. Wide to Sid. Back to Caitlin. Lays it off to Bay. Bay to Soph. Read that ball. Shot goes in, way wide, out of bounds. Goal kick for MTA. Bayless, ball's driven hard and low. Alma able to trap it, maintain possession. To Maddie Poor, Maddie to Sid. Sid with Hallie to Maddie Poor. 1-2, trying to find Stadden. Soph pokes it through. Kendall. Pressure from Beaton, able to go around. Lindsay just says, "Get out of here." Kicks it up the field. It's good. And it goes in the garbage can. So, while really cool, no points for that. I wouldn't want to touch that ball. But it's a Eclipse throw. Ball's in play. Good job from Alma. Alma with Stadden. Trying to find Qual. Eclipse player rockets it off of Kendall's feet. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be an Eclipse throw. Sid trying to play it through, roll out of bounds. Soph disrupting. Alma to Kendall. Plays a little cross. Ball sneaks through. The goalie comes through on it. Hallie with pressure. Maddie Poor there. Eclipse trying to play out of the back. Good job by Maddie Poor keeping that player in front. Soph's there. takes it off of her feet, touches it out to Soph. It's a foul called. It's going to be a free kick for MTA.
Come on.
Sid's going to take this ball
Find the ball,
straight
girl.
on. Sid with a little chip. Hallie back to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor trying to cut it. Ball ends up outside to Hallie. Hallie sending it across all the way across the box to Ramira. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. It goes quickly into Hallie. Hallie tries to get it up over to Kendall. Alma trying to chip it to Kendall. Kendall has it on the end line. Oh, tries to get across. Ball goes out of bounds, MTA throw. Ball's thrown into Alma. Ball goes in play. Oh, it's in the middle. It's in the box. So settles it, lays it to Maddie Poor. Oh, it gets disrupted. Sid to Soph. Ramira, time and space and pace to Maddie Poor.
Come on, Maddie. Come on, Maddie.
There's a good shot. First good shot on net for in the half. 35 in roughly.
Tight.
Soph disrupting.
Good job, Maddie.
Sid on the ground to Hallie. Hallie turns. Finds Alma. Alma back to Soph. One, two, Lindsay to Alma, back to Ramira. Ramira lays it off to Lindsay. Ramira to Caitlin. Caitlin to Lindsay. Back to Bay. To Ramira. On the ground to Maddie Poor. Ball's up. Caitlin tried to find Sid. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Eclipse throw. Soph. Job by Caitlin, disrupting. to Alma's feet. Alma back to Caitlin. Caitlin to, sorry, Sid to Caitlin to Sid. Sid back to Caitlin. Caitlin to Lindsay. Lindsay to Soph. Back to Caitlin. To Hallie. Hallie over the top. Maddie Poor does a good job. Ball over the top. Lindsay to Ramira. Ramira to Soph. Back out to Sid. Sid to Soph. Soph wide out to Ramira. Ramira, lots of speed. Keep going. Gets it to Alma. Alma. Almost. Good idea.
Try girls.
Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for MTA. Or, sorry, for Eclipse. Goalie plays short. Pressure from Stadden. Soph climbs the ladder. Maddie and Soph, the Malachi crunch. Trying to work there. Ball goes through the middle. Taken off of foot by Sid. Sid wide out to Ramira. Ramira lays it to Sid. Caitlin playing up the middle. Qual lays it to Ramira, or to Alma. Alma one step around. Ball's on frame. There we go. Great job from Kendall and Alma. Alma takes one touch around, fires it to far post. 40 minutes in, 1-0 MTA. Kicked off by Eclipse. Bay, good kick, good punt. Head right there. So directionally heads it back to Caitlin. Lindsay trying to post up Stadden. Ramira grabs it. Alma checks it back to Lindsay. Ball's in. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. Kendall over the top to Hallie. Hallie's able to run onto it. Letting it settle. Checks it back to Stadden. Stadden trying to pull back behind. Ball goes up the middle. Lindsay floats the ball up into the middle.
Good job,
Sid. Cobra Kai goes right through there, takes ball out of the air. Hallie lays it up to Soph. Soph out to Ramira. To Soph. Soph trying to combine with Qual. Ball trickles all the way into the goalie. Pressure from Whitty. Matty Poor there. Ball goes back out wide. Pressure from Beaton. Lindsay reads that. Lets that dummy so she can shield and take possession. Lays it off to Caitlin. Through the middle to Matty Poor. Matty calmly settles it back to Sid. Sid plays it back to Lindsay. Good job from Ramira. Ramira with pace. Wide to Hallie Whitty. Hallie's in the box. Good cross. Ends up being a shot. Keeper takes that, eats it up. Less than a minute to go here in the first half, unless there's some stoppage time on top of it. Still 1-0 on a goal by Alma Beaton at the 40-minute mark. Soph side foots it. Eclipse tries to play it through. Ball's going to trickle all the way back. Caitlin directionally plays it back to Bay. Bay to Lindsay. Lindsay short to Soph. Soph back to Caitlin. Nope. Bayless is to Caitlin. Caitlin plays it up. That's half. Halftime score, 1 MTA, Eclipse 0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, second half. All right, we're back. First half, MTA clearly had advantage in possession, and we're able to score here about 40 minutes into the half. Alma beaten with the ball. Got a ball from Qual, cuts it around player, and then throws it side netting over the top from far post. So 1-0 MTA. MTA now going right to left on your screen in the home blues. Eclipse will be in the black. Starting lineups. Second half starting lineups brought to you by Bargeste Production Network. For all your streaming needs at MTA, contact Nadir Bargeste at nadirisawesome@gmail.com. Goalkeeper, Bayless Flynn. Defenders, Sid Dries, Caitlin Mulcahy, Anna Kepke, and Ramira Ambrose. Midfield is Amanda Kothi, Sophia Bargeste, and Maddie Poor. And the forwards are Alma Beaton, Hallie Whitty, and Jordy Pascarella. MTA going up the field quickly, trying to move something fast. Ball squirts all the way back to Caitlin. Caitlin lays it off to Sid. Sid back to Bayless. Bayless quickly switches it all the way over to Anna. Anna to Amanda. Amanda trying to work with the attacking mids. Anna out to Hallie. Ball's down. It's going to be an MTA throw. Ramir going quickly. Throws a deep throw. Alma tries to flick it on and get it herself. But Eclipse didn't like the speed, so they kick it out of bounds. Well, it's ruled an MTA throw. Sorry, Eclipse throw. Out of bounds, MTA throw. Ball's in play. Good throw. Get Alma on the run. Ball goes out of over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick for Eclipse. Good step by Sid. Eclipse player tries to dummy that through. No one to combine on the end except for Caitlin. Caitlin takes it quickly, gets it to Anna. Anna tries to find Soph. Soph lays it off to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor to Sid. Lets Sid run onto it. Sid cuts it back, cuts it around that Eclipse player. Wide to Jordy. Jordy trying to find someone in the middle. Ball's at Caitlin's feet. Caitlin shields. Plays it to Anna. Anna to Amanda. Amanda to Sid. Toe poke from the Eclipse player out of bounds is MTA throw. Back to Anna. Anna to Caitlin. To Sid. Sid to Maddie Poor. Eclipse player out wide. Sid tracking. Eclipse player looking, trying to combine with somebody. Ramirez there. Shields, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be an Eclipse throw. Sorry, MTA throw. Ramirez goes quickly, gets it to Anna's feet. Anna to Caitlin. Trying to find Ramira. Ramira trying to find, find Alma. Alma on the end line. Using some speed. Foul called just outside the box. It's going to be an MTA kick from the right side of the box. My apologies. It's a foul on MTA. It's going to be an Eclipse throw, Eclipse kick. Ball's away. Ramiro steps to it, thunders it back into the MTA offensive end. Jordy and Alma combining for some D. Sid, back to Caitlin. Caitlin side foots it to Bayless. Bayless pulls it back and starts with Anna. Back to Bay. To Caitlin. To Sid. Sid keeps it in bounds. She's got tons of space. Checking it over. See if that ball can stay in bounds. Oh, she already just misses it, keeping it in bounds. Eclipse throw. Ball's in play. Pressure from Jordy and Alma. Maddie Poor takes it, turns. Nope, takes it the other way. Threads the needle through to Alma. Alma lays it off to Sid. Sid trying to get end line. Ball goes out of bounds. It's MTA throw.
You're way down here, though.
Throws in to Jordy's feet. Ball goes out of bounds. Another MTA throw. Back to Maddie Poor. Maddie escapes, splits the two defenders, trying to get through. MTA throw. Sid working a ponytail, not a high messy bun today. Ball's in. Jordy. Out of bounds. Free kick for Sid. Ball served. Spinning. MTA trying to keep it in the mix. Ball pops out, rolls all the way to the MTA bench. It's going to be an MTA throw. Good throw from Ramira to Alma. Alma checked it to Soph. Soph, stop starts, pulls it through, lays it off to Hallie. Flag was up. Offsides is called. Eclipse kick deep in their defensive end. Ball served. Anna's jockeying with 22. Kicks it back up the field out of bounds. It's going to be a Eclipse throw. Lets MTA reset on defensive end. Ball's thrown in. Jordy back from her forward position, helping to defend. Ball's in on net. Bay tracked that the whole way. Made that look easy. Bay pushing MTA players up. She's going to get a good bunt here. Good ball, deep ball. Ball's on the ground. Alma trying to flick on. Working with Jordy. Maddie Poor steps through. Checks it back to Sid. Sid to Amanda. Amanda back to Caitlin. To Anna. Amanda to Caitlin. Caitlin steps to the middle. Back to Anna. Anna taking space. Plays it wide to Soph. Soph up to Hallie. Good ball. Nice weight. Hallie back to Maddie Poor. Ends up at Soph's feet. Soph trying to find Alma. Caitlin keeping player in front. Disrupted by Caitlin. Maddie Poor. Wide to Hallie. And the ball unfortunately goes out of bounds. It's going to be an Eclipse throw there. 17.5 roughly into the second half. Still a 1-0 game. Goal by Alma. 40 minutes into the first half. Ball goes over the top. Eclipse play. Red. Sid and Maddie Poor there. Maddie lays it off to Sid. Sid to Alma. Back to Sid. To Alma. Trying to lay to Sid. Ball just got off the Eclipse player. It's going to be MTA throw down the side near sideline. Sid trying to find Jordy. .22. Maddie Poor's there. Good job taking possession. To Sid. Soph coming hard. Playing the ball through. Ramirez Shields lets that ball go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Bay. Big ball from Bay. Gets through. On the ground from Eclipse. Bayless has to get dirty. Well, she has to get full of crumb rubber into her cleats as she dives over there. She's going to punt this away. Good job by Caitlin. Block shot. Ball squirts out here. 18. Bayless tracks that. Gets down low and able to scoop it up. MTA needs to reorganize. Ball's up. Flicked on by Soph. Soph ends up at Hallie's feet. Foul from Eclipse. It's going to be a free kick for MTA. Anna behind it. Letting MTA set up. Good ball. Deep. Maddie Poor using the Eclipse flare like a ladder. Free kick for Eclipse. Maddie Poor settles that first touch. I will say over the course of the last 3 or 4 games, MTA has done a great job on free kicks being the first 2, which is so important on those. So good job by the MTA players. Anna has it to Alma. Alma to Jordy. Oh, Jordy. Good idea. Ball's up. Doesn't even touch the dome. It's like she measured that with like a wedge. Caitlin pulls it back. Gets it to Sid wide. Foul on Eclipse. Free kick for MTA. Ball served. High and floating. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. Maddie Poor goes quickly. Tries to throw it down to Alma. Ball ends up out of bounds again. Another throw for MTA. Now Sid's down there to grab it. Kicked out of bounds. Another MTA throw. Gets to Jordy's feet. Jordy lays it back to Sid. Sid with a crosser. Good ball. Goalie was able to play that on scoop that up on the short hop. 1-0 MTA, 23 minutes in. Goalie, one-step punt. Gets over both the Eclipse player and Ramira. Ramira, so fast, able to get back and get in front of the player. Amanda pokes through legs. A couple of gopher commits there, combining on some D with Alma and Bargeste. Alma with a good tackle. Alma leaning on her old hockey moves. Pushes the puck one way and goes around the other way. But the other girl was able to run onto it, so that it was a fight. Eclipse goes quickly on that foul. Ball goes to Caitlin. Caitlin lays it off to Anna. All the way down. Caitlin. Great turn by Caitlin here on the near sideline. Kind of blocked in by some of the Eclipse parents, but ends up at Maddie Poor's feet. Soph driving to the middle, lays it off to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor playing into the corner for Hallie. Lets Hallie run onto it. Hallie serves it back. Finds good runners. Oh, Jordy's got to able to get a foot on it. Ball goes out of bounds. Sub for Eclipse. Whistle blows. Eclipse goalie plays it short. Ball's up. Anna forces it through. Trying to find Soph. Soph does a good job turning that girl a couple of times. Gets all the way back to Caitlin. Caitlin to Anna. Anna back to Caitlin. Caitlin middle to Amanda. Amanda back to Caitlin. To Anna. Anna lays it off to Ramira, lets her run onto it. Ramira using her speed. Trying to find Alma. Just too many legs there. There's a couple of the Soph dance moves going high. Hi-ha. Takes possession of it. Ramira to Soph. Soph splits the defenders. Oh, great job by Soph. See if she can stay with it. Good moves from Soph to get through into the box. Just got a short angle, and the goalie was able to put a body in front of it. Amanda to Alma. Back to Amanda. Anna steps to it. Turns her hips. Plays it back to Caitlin. Out to Sid. Sid to Maddie Poor. Good idea. Sid. Free kick for Eclipse. Eclipse trying to go fast. Subs in for MTA. Joining the mix, Kendall Quall, and Lindsay Birch.
Good play, Sid.
So they go back into the defensive end, and then Ramira ends up on the forward line as Hallie and Anna are subbed out. Combo after from MTA. Alma lays it off to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor. Lindsay runs to it. To Kendall Quall. Quall to Soph. Soph trying to direct it. Ball over the top. Amanda does a great job keeping that girl in front. He's trying to play it through to foot race. Lindsay, crafty, off the Eclipse player, MTA throw. Ball's up. Ramira heads it, keeps it in play. Soph, back to Linz. Lindsay to Bayless. Bayless to Caitlin. Caitlin wide to Sid. To Maddie Poor. Maddie to Amanda. Dummies that through to Lindsay. Lindsay's got time and space. Lindsay finds Ramira. Ramira some speed. Trying to cut it back. Ends up with Alma's feet. Kendall settles it. Plays it to Alma. To Soph. Soph trying to pull it through. Stays with it. Good shot by Soph. Eclipse goalie pushing everybody up. Ball's away. Quall puts a head on it. Ball goes out. Kendall throws it in quickly to Ramira. MTA throw in front of the Eclipse bench. Quall throws it in. Tries to find Alma. Alma flips it on. Trying to run onto it. Eclipse player pulls it through.
Oh, jeez.
Jordy says, nope, I'll take that and settle it back and take possession. Caitlin to Quall. Quall to Amanda. Amanda all the way back to Caitlin. to Qual. Checks it back to Birch. Birch to Ambrose. Ambrose to Beaton. Beaton. Shot on net. Goalie rolls it out. MTA with pressure. Ball was behind the Eclipse player, so the ball goes out of bounds. Quickly. MTA throws it in quickly. Caitlin keeps the player in front. Eclipse checked it out wide.
Oh, my.
Foul called there. Free kick for Eclipse. Five-person wall. Five-person wall. Sends a dummy in. Couple of hand saves from Bay. This ball squirts away in the box. Too many chances. Eclipse able to capitalize. 1-1. 32 minutes in. One. MTA goes quickly. Mana trying to find Qual. Caitlin trying to find Sid. Qual. Good job from Soph to help. Back to Qual. To Amanda, to Lindsay. Lindsay, lots of time and space. Good tackle. Trying to play the ball through. Sid checks it back to Bay. Bayless wide to Lindsay. To Qual. Qual doing a lot of dribbling. Lays it off to Sid. Sid to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor delivers a good ball to Ramira. Lets Ramira run onto it. Trap from Alma. Ball's kicked out of bounds. It's going to be MTA. Throw. Qual to Ramira. Goal kick. Eclipse. Around 10 minutes left here. Still 1-1. Just became 1-1 here off an Eclipse melee action in the box. 25, I think, for Eclipse came away with it. Was able to put it in the back of the net. So it's 1-1 here. Plenty of time for either team. Ball gets all the way to Caitlin. Caitlin to Kendall. Lindsay takes possession to Sid. Sid back to Caitlin. Directional header from 11 and 22. Looks like a foul was called. Maybe someone grabbed. So free kick for Eclipse. They send that dummy first. Ball's chipped up. That girl's hit the crossbar twice on free kicks. Maddie to Alma. MTA throw. Ball's thrown deep. Trying to find Ramira. Ball's ruled to go kick for Eclipse. Ball chipped on. Flicked on a header. Caitlin. Ball goes out of bounds. Eclipse throw.
Sorry.
Ball goes out of bounds. Ruled off of MTA. Another Eclipse throw. Ball's in. Jordy squirts that through. Find Alma. Alma checks it to Jordy. Goalie kicks it away. MTA throw. Alma to Jordy. Jordy. Ball's on a string, able to get it to her feet. Back to Amanda. Amanda wide to Ramira. Bunch of tackles right there. Amanda pulls it behind her feet. Plays it out wide to Sid. Sid to Maddie Poor. Maddie escapes out of there. Cuts it into Soph. Soph fighting. Goal for Soph. Fight through it. It's about time. Good job by Soph. Nicely weighted. Able to beat the goalie up top. 2-1 MTA. 38-ish. 39 minutes in. Still plenty of time. Getting all the way down, cutting it back. Ball in on Bay. Bay tracked that the whole way. Good punt.
Come on, Blue.
Ball to Sid. It's a handball, not called. Caitlin jockeying, lays it off to 35. 35 trying to play it through the middle. Good talk from Bay. Lets her scoop it up. Lindsay make sure no one comes in on the quick run.
Get a head on it.
Good job by Jordy flicking that on. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be an MTA throw. Sid full of coffee now. Sid lands in a latte. I have to wash that jersey. 40 minutes. 2-1 MTA. Caitlin keeps that player in front. Ramira reads it. Plays to Alma. Back to Soph. Maddie Poor out of the air. Trying to find Qual. Foul called. Formation change. I missed there a little while ago. Ramiro slid back to her natural outside back spot, pushed Qual up to the forward spot. Eclipse trying to play all the way over the top. Just takes one too many hops for the Eclipse player. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. Eclipse going on the attack. Caitlin. Good job by Soph. Helping out from her midfield spot. Kicks it out of bounds. Forces MTA to get back into their defensive organization here. Ball's thrown in. Deep throw. Lindsay Shields let the ball roll out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Bay. 42 and a half. Maybe about 2.5 minutes left. Time is unofficial. Ball hit hard. Ends up with Soph. Soph trying to. Amanda directionally trying to head it. Eclipse player runs to it. Lindsay, good weight. Jordy traps it right at her feet. Now MTA is countering. Side foots out to Kendall.
Ooh, that's a good
Little
ball.
1-2 to Jordy.
Come on, Jordy.
Jordy goes around.
Come on, Jordy. Come on, Jordy. Come on, Jordy.
Give him that one to Jordy.
Yes,
3-1, Jordy. Good job by Jordy working 1-2 with Qual there. Goes around the goalie. Tries to go, gets the ball, goes back post, and ends up in the back of the net. 3-1 MTA. For a bunch of midfielders and outside backs, they look pretty good at forward. 3-1 MTA. Minute and a half left. Good job by Ramira. She's going to take space and speed. Hand fighting. Plays it to Alma. Alma keeps it in bounds. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. Ball's up. Ends up on Alma's feet. Back to Ramira. Ramira serves a cross in. Ends up out to Amanda. Amanda to Sid. Sid lays it off to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor hits a rocket from there. Ends up with Jordy. Jordy has got the appetite after the first goal. Still trying to find a number, find the second. Ball's punted away. Sid. Look at that latte stain on Sid's uniform. My time is unofficial. I started the clock late, so I guessed at like 5 minutes, so we should be close to the end. Alma with pressure. Ends up at Lindsay. Lindsay gets it up the field. Let's kill some clock. Eclipse player runs to it. Back to the goalie. Soph directionally heads it to Alma. Alma trying to. Ball's down, goal kick for MTA. Ball's up. MTA 1-4 and 4 both going up there for it. Jordy. Ball goes in the middle. Soph. Quick touch to her fellow Malachi brother, Manny Poor. Amanda disrupts. Good job by Amanda. Amanda out to Maddie. Maddie Poor to Sid. Sid's got time. Sid trying to serve a ball through. Ball goes all the way back. Bayless able to communicate that ball, end up at her feet. Kill a little clock before she reaches down to punt it away. My clock was a little off, so maybe about a minute left. Ball's up. Oh, I wasn't that bad. That's the game. Final score, MTA 3, Eclipse 1. Goals today from Alma Beaton, Sofia Bargeste, and Jordy Pascarella. Hard-fought victory. Hopefully we can get some girls back. Subs were a little bit light today, but we'll be back next weekend. Saturday, 1:30. I think we play Iowa, an Iowa team. Not totally sure, but I know the game's at 1:30 next Saturday here at home. We're home here for a few weekends in a row, which is nice until we travel to Las Vegas. So final score again today, 3-1. MTA with a conference victory, which is important. And that's it for today. Everyone, hope you have a nice long weekend.